I often see confusion around some candlestick formations, like a hanging man and a hammer. They look the same, but one is bullish and one is bearish. So how do we know which is which? Well, I'm Brett Crowther with Charles Schwab, and I want to take just a moment to help us identify how we can notice which is which. So let's take a look at these. Here's a hammer. It's a bullish formation, as a small body with a wick twice the length of the body to the downside, and a hanging man, which is a bearish formation, and it looks the same, small body with the wick the same, all right? We have another similar setup with the shooting star, which also has a small body, but this time the wick is to the upside, and an inverted hammer, which is bullish, which is the same setup as the shooting star. And so again, you can see exactly the same formations, but different outcomes, right? So let's talk about the hammer and the hanging man for a moment. So what will really help us identify which is a hammer and which is a hanging man is using candlesticks to identify potential bounces off support or resistance. So identify trends, support, resistance, then using candlesticks is a way to really help clarify that. So let's look at the hammer first. So here's the example of the hammer. Again, small body, wick, twice the length of the body. If we look at this stock, you see resistance here was support right here, another support area in here. And as the stock came down to support, here's where we see that small body candle, wick twice the length to the downside, a little bit of an upside, a little bit's okay, but that would be the hammer as support. Hammering out the bottom is sometimes what as people will say. And so again, finding a hammer as support, some will look for confirmation of that hammer, which is a close above the body the following day, which is what we're seeing here. Now, let's compare that to a hanging man. Again, looks the same, right? Small body, wick, twice the length of the body. But this time we're going to find it at resistance. And so you can see a couple times the stock has hit resistance. And here it is bouncing off resistance. Small body, wick twice the length to the downside, a little bit to the upside. But this time, since it's at resistance, it's bearish. And again, with the same thought, confirmation of this would be a close below the body the following day. So again, whether it's a hammer or a hanging man is really whether it's at support or resistance. Now, I'll go over the other two setups in another short video. And also, I can post in the comments links to classes we have that go over a lot more information on candlesticks. And it's really good to get candlesticks down. That can be a technical indicator that can really help confirm what one is already suspecting. So take a look at those, and we'll see you in the next video.